Hi everyone, I know I look a mess, but this is what we're doing. We are playing a brand new game tonight that I got from Keymailer. I got a key for it, so interesting. Um, yeah, that's what we're playing and getting it set up here. And we're gonna get straight into it. I have no idea how to play it. I have no idea anything about it. So yeah. It's the corporate sector which surrounds the Federation's central sector, is heavily fortified against pirate infiltration and acts as a protective shield for the central sector. Alright, here we go. Hi there, sci-fi fans. Thank you for supporting Pirate Patrol, a game we've been developing since 2002. It's about to reach its final version. As old-school sci-fi fans, we have tried to capture the excitement of fast-paced space battles with Pirate Patrol, but at the same time, we have aimed to create an action strategy with detailed and deep content. As a team, we've worked in the video game industry for many years. Sorry. We tried to create a game that we wanted to play but could not find anything like it. As a result, Pirate Patrol may not look like the games you've played before, and you may encounter a different layout than you are used to in terms of control or game logic. To avoid any difficulties at this stage, we recommend that you read the How to Play section before starting the game. Okay. Well, if I can find it, I will read it. Okay, Pirate Patrol is a very complex game. Trying to figure out the mechanics of the game on your own can take a lot of time. We recommend you read the How to Play section. It's designed for slow play. Try to get used to the controls first. If you find that the game's FPS drops, you have probably set the game to tactical speed. You can control the speed by using the mouse wheel back and forward. Alright, so let's see how to play. Holy cow, when they said complicated. On the Galaxy ship, this icon represents Mothership, or the Father. If you are not on the tactical map, left-click on the Father when you select it, right-click where you want it to go. This menu allows you to navigate between different management windows. These windows are Character Management, Hangars, Galaxy Map, Too Loud, Mothership Configuration, and Game Settings. Flashing icon can be a distress signal, an AI attack alert, or any other mission assigned to you by FIS command. Right-click on this icon. Well, the mothership is selected to access the mission area. AI planets offer plenty of trade opportunities, weapons, equipment, and new candidates, as well as the ability to receive missions from various political factions. Okay. Holy cow, look at the hangar. You can move list of pilots around and ships up and down with the mouse wheel. You can drag them to assign in the launch bays. You can also assign officers to the bridge. Fighter pilots in launch bays are ready to go. You can replace heavily damaged returning fighters with healthy ones here. You can see, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, I'm sorry. You can see which ships and pilots are waiting in which bays by the green bays 1 next to them. Okay. Oh wait, there was a second scene there. Pressing this button opens the configuration screen for that ship. You can edit weapons. Okay, that makes sense. The Father assigned weapons and equipment to the storage of the mothership. The Father took appropriate positions in the ship. Assign mini turrets on gun towers. You can place gun towers around the Father. Okay. These icons at the top of the ship provide live information about the mothership's resources. Armor. If it Drops to 0, you lose the game. Fuel, not active yet. Crew, not active yet. Logistics, the sum of all ammunition, missiles, and spare parts. Okay. And money. The broken equipment icons recycle unused weapons and equipment from your ship and add them to your storage as logistical resources. What? Fork? Shield icon shows the effectiveness of the shield. Energy icon shows the amount of free energy remaining. Okay. That all seems to make sense. Tactical map. Smart pause. Game will automatically pause when the mouse hovers over an enemy ship or your own ships. To select the mothership, right click. To move the mothership, right click where you want to go. If the game ship moves too slowly, that means you reduce the speed of the neural network. Use the mouse wheel to control that. Neural network effectively controls the speed of the game. Strategically, it gives you a tactical advantage by thinking faster than AIs. Roll the mouse wheel back and forth to change the speeds. Main ship weapons, shift and the number keys, or left click on them. Number 3 is the main gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are mini turrets. 6 and 7 are missile launchers. Okay. The narrow bar across the top of the screen is the radar image. It symbolizes the game map. The blue rectangle is the area which we use monitoring in. So you can use arrow keys. The red signals on the radar are the enemy contacts. Okay. Green signals are our fighters. Yellow signals represents the father. Okay, makes sense. And white are civilians. Fighter panel shows your pilots and fighter ships ready to go on a mission. Okay. Have a trade screen when you orbit a planet or a station. If there's no enemy ships, you can open the trade screen. Looks really good. Bridge is the command center. The officers have a role in the command of the ship. Okay. Turret panel allows you to track your targets of your turrets. Ship reaches this area on the far right of the screen, it can jump into hyperspace. The mission on tactical map ends so you can go to any point on the galaxy map. Okay. Neural network. Okay, I get that. The pilots give orders to the pilots. A is launch the fighter. B is return to the father. C is all fighters return. D, gunfire on or off. E, turbo speed on or off. F, mission fire on or off. Missile fire. G, escort the father. H, cancel the last order. Okay? And the speed of the neural network can determine pilot levels increase. Okay, makes sense. There is a lot to read to learn this game. If you left click on the bridge, you'll see deployable weapons. You can select gun tower. Okay, they have a cost. And scan and loot. You can ships, asteroids, etc. Select a fighter, right click. Inside the scanned ship and station remains you can find useful technologies. To loot these, select a fighter and pick the item you want to loot. Scanned asteroids will no longer collide with the Father since their orbits and movements have been discovered. The Father can pass 100% scanned asteroids without colliding. Good to know. I feel like that's important. I like that. You can click YouTube Creator, get rid of the music. I should go ahead and do that. Alright, trade. Looks like you left click to buy guns and weapons. Okay, easy enough. Tells you how much you have and how much you buy. Fill your storage. Mini turrets, market tabs. Cool, got it. Fighter you've chosen to configure. Fighter ship weapons from the storage. Easy enough. Okay. So we're gonna play the tutorial now. And see how complicated all of this was. Okay, so pilots. I think whistle looks good. Yeah, I'm good with that. Fighters. We can have one ship. Speed 204, HP 131. This is a much better ship. It's a little more expensive, but it's a much better ship. Okay, and then officers, we can have one XO. So it looks like either Patch or Phoenix are pretty equal. So I'm going to go with Patch. And tactical officers look pretty much the same. So I'm going to go with Alpha. Oh, nope, can't do it. All right, we're going to start.
Father, enemy fighters are coming towards us. We're
Goddamn
outnumbered.
robots. They're lethal. Father, I need fire support.
Father, do you copy? I'm hit. I'm in bad shape.
Gentlemen, I'm taking heavy fire. Get me out of
Those
here.
artificial intelligent warriors secretly produced and funded by evil corporations intent on overthrowing the Federation and establishing a corporatocracy, which is what we live in now, where large corporations rule. Okay. Realizing that political leaders and countless bureaucrats were being bought off by the evil corporations, the FIS waged a secret war against the monopolies, launching top secret operations with a legendary pirate captain. I guess that's me. Alright then. And FIS delivered the prototype warship, the Father, with the technological capabilities to fight artificial intelligence to the one warrior they were sure the giant monopolies could not buy. Captain Lionheart, the legendary pirate who had fought giant monopolies all his or her life. Okay.
Captain.
Welcome to the Federal Intelligence Service, our newly developed carrier. I'm your counseling officer, Aaliyah. Your reputation as legendary captain is well known. Many officers on board are aware of it, and of course some have worked with you on covert operations. Please keep in mind that this advanced patrol carrier is still in the prototype stage, and while you may have contributed to its design, the ship's true capabilities have yet to be revealed and are still unfamiliar even to us. We will push the prototype to its limits as we test it. FIS wants you to use your experience of intense conflict with the robot gangs to perfect the ship's design. Once the ship's design is complete, our mission will begin to uncover who is running all of these AI gangs. Okay, so there seems to be a mission there. So let's select this and let's go there. Speed up a bit because it's going slow. Okay. You want to go any? No, don't smart pause. Captain, all of the ship's subsystems are clear to jump into hyperspace on your command. We will move to the coordinates you specify. Okay. Well, I want to go here. So go there. God, they're moving slow. I've sped it up.
704,
Captain.
Roger. 412, check-in button 3. 704, Roger.
Okay, you have command over
701,
crucial
take
details on the
angle base,
battlefield.
check. 701, stay
Top of the
safe.
interface, you can see everything.
Roger, 9.0 over 3, break, 704,
Red
stay safe.
signals, like the one up
Roger,
here, are
16.
enemy contacts.
306, up more.
White are
206,
civilian,
approach,
green are our
correction, departure,
fighters.
Radar contact. That's 306.
Press shift for
704,
fast
you'll be the tanker
moving.
for this recovery. 704, Roger. 306, traffic 2.5, 306,
So
check-in
for
button 3.
now,
612, departure radio check. 612, Roger. 612, you want a CCA or a visual approach?
I'm gonna have you escort.
612, Roger. 412, airborne. 412, departure radar contact, 1 mile. That's 410. 410. 27, airborne. 210, approach, or
Fast neural
departure radar
interface
contact.
initialized.
210, check-in button 3. 410, check-in button 3. 201, airborne. 201, departure radar contact. 201. 501, departure, traffic 12 o'clock, mile and a half is a Hornet climate bed. Angel 2. 201, passenger 201, check-in button 3. 501, check-in button 3. 704, Roger, 15 over 3. Expect to be the route.
Neural
Anchor for
tactical
the next
neural
recovery as
interface.
well.
Slow neural interface normalized.
701, take Angel 3. 501, clear departure. 501,
understand is
recovery
how
in
do we
progress.
move?
Hold overhead, Mother, Angel 10. Departure 704. 704, affirmative. 701, fly the downwind heading 090. Take Angels 1.2. 701, check-in button 7.
Okay, so that's gonna be that, and they're the ones we're gonna attack.
704,
So we're gonna go there.
704, 13.4 over 3. Roger, 13.4 over 3. 99, BRC 128, altimeter 3003. 612, radio check. 612, I have you the same. 99, K3 launch, departure reference radio 270, expected BRC 67, mother's weather, ceiling 800 broken, visibility 7, altimeter 3003, primary reverse bed 3, working 8-mile bingo, Rhino bingo 3.0, Hornet bingo 2.5, Bike bingo 1.7, stand by for time action. 99 times 30 seconds, 1 second. 99 times 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time 1 second. Number 1, in hot, heading to 0 class. Arrow clear.
Okay. I needed to unpause it.
you dumb bifical intelligence.
Ready to cover your game plan.
Okay.
Copy that.
Can't hold out much longer. Need reinforcements.
I'm getting the hang of this. I think I destroyed a ship. Okay, so we succeeded. You're getting some stuff. Okay. Okay, so I got that.
Okay, later on.
Gotta kind of keep an eye on the asteroids. And now we pick up.
Ready to Small Cobra. 15 seconds. Small Cobra. Back. 6.
Fast neural interface initialized.
4, 9, 9, 1, 8, 1.
Neural interface normalized.
950 meters. Got the 127. Leaving the target line magnetic with a run-in restriction of 090 plus or minus 10.
Okay, we're moving again. It's kind of confusing. It's definitely complicated.
Windows left is full.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Windows full. Left is full on radio check.
Okay. So we destroyed enemy. We did not scan any asteroids because I haven't figured out how yet. Okay.
Captain,
Let's see. 35 years ago, during the Great Pirate Revolt, you led one of the pirate factions to join the revolt against the civil government. This rebellion was used as an opportunity to overthrow a corrupt political system. Navy ships in the early days of the rebellion, capturing them. Your name was hailed as a hero in distant colonies, but when the notoriously cruel pirate captain Harkham Arkham attacked Federation colony and massacred all the civilians, you hunted him down and killed him mercilessly. Why did you do this? Okay. So either one, I did it because it portrayed the pirates as terrorists and prevented us from gaining public support from their colonies. I also learned that Harkham Arkham tried to sabotage the Great Pirate Revolt. When his ship was vulnerable, I wanted to raid it and take him alive, but he got into a fierce firefight with us in the corridors of the ship, and my best comrades were killed in the firefight. When it was over, I lost my temper and threw him out into space. That would give me +1 in mercy and weapons +5, or my ex-lover lived in the colony he slaughtered, and when I learned of her death, I couldn't resist revenge. I bought Harkham Arkham's men and had them bring their captain to me, then I burned them alive with them. Brutality +1, intelligence +5. I think I'm going to go with the brutal. During the corporate war, you raided container ships of the food monopoly Galactic Pharma and distributed the captured food to the colonies of other monopolies that Galactic Pharma had embargoed. When the CEO finally offered you a fortune as ransom to stop attacks, you accepted the offer. Why? 1. I found men for sale in the company's fleet, security to deliver the Galactic Pharma's payment to the rendezvous point and sabotage the CEO's mass security fleet. After taking the entire crew hostage, we burned the fleet. I demanded double the ransom for the return of the crew, but they wouldn't send them. Seeing that they were wasted, the Galactic Pharma crew joined my faction and began attacking Galactic Pharma ships. After burning my aging fleet in front of the CEO, I escaped with the money and hired the best hackers to hack into Galactic Pharma's communication systems Now I could track even the smallest container of food in real time. With newer and faster ships I bought, we were able to build an attack fleet and steal more food from the company. I'll go with that one. When you were 35, you had a daughter. Your wife, a second mate on your pirate ship, was killed in a skirmish with a hostile... I guess I'm building my backstory right now. As you tried to raise your daughter without her mother, her grandparents, who didn't want her to become a pirate too, asked you to send her to them. Why didn't you accept this offer? One, because we are not people who become pirates just to steal. Our real motivation is to create a more humane world by overthrowing the political order which we are forced to live in and exploited. I could never accept the idea of sending my daughter to a distant planet to become a slave laborer for another monopoly corporation. Losing the mother of my daughter was a huge defeat for me. Our fleet was badly wounded after that battle. There was about to be a mutiny within the faction. It took us a long time to pull ourselves back together. In this life, it's not easy to live long if you don't have people you can rely on. I had to raise my daughter to take over the faction after me. Eight years ago, you attacked a prison transport ship, disabled its engines, stormed it with your men. Instead of fighting, the crew surrendered, and you pulled their captive comrade from the ship. But you could have killed everyone on board and finished the job without leaving any witnesses. You also didn't save the other prisoners on board. Why did you do that? Either I can choose, we're not killers. We don't kill people who surrender. Moreover, the list of prisoners included serial killers, rapists, very dangerous perverts, and assailants. I don't want to bring these men into my group, nor do I want to let them go free and kill innocent people. Or, I had learned the identities of the ship's crew and guards. I had found them and bought them all before the attack, so they turned the ship over to me without a problem. I kept them alive as useful contacts. As for the prisoners, there was no one among them with skills I could use. I did not consider it worthwhile to deal with unstable men who might sell me out to my enemies in the future. I'm gonna go with 2. How many of these are there? 10 years ago, you attacked a diplomatic mission where the Federation trade minister was meeting with galactic pharma executives. You killed the trade minister and became the most wanted criminal in the entire Federation, yet the Federation never came after you. We can't even find any trace of a plan to attack you in the records. How come? 1, the government and executives of Galactic Pharma had planned to kill the people in the far colonies that were no longer economically viable and which had a high potential for, rebellion, and turn them into a source of cheap protein for the workers living in slavery in the industrial colonies. If my faction was attacked, I would expose this plan so they would have to stay away from me. Meanwhile, I strengthened my position for the coming Great War. Trade minister planned to run for president in the near future. Galactic Pharma executives also supported the trade minister's political rise. President offered me the option to attack the Galactic Pharma executives in exchange for the death of the minister. I could not allow a politician already supported by the monopolies to take power. This was my first black operation with the Federation. I'm going with that one. You captured many Federation warships in the Great Pirate Revolt, but how you managed to sneak up on them without being targeted by their massive firepower is still a mystery. No one saw you coming until you penetrated their armor and got inside. How'd you do it? I hid my large ships, which could be detected by radar, behind celestial objects. We approached the Federation ships with tiny vessels designed to look like asteroids. with routes generated by artificial intelligence. Once we were close enough, we infiltrated the ship with my Marines, drilling holes in their weak points. Or there were sympathizers on the crew of the Federation ships. It's foolish to establish a tyranny that oppresses hundreds of billions of people and then think that even the men closest to you will obey you without question. I'm going with we hit our ships. You once operated the largest pirate fleet known to man, but we were never able to determine where you met the repair, maintenance, and logistical needs of such a large fleet. That's why the fleet became known as the... Huh?
There's a lot of reading.
I know. I'm about tired of this. That's why we became known as the Ghost Fleet. No port saw you, no colony reported you, but with a huge fleet, you could go anywhere you wanted in the Federation. How was that possible? We received services from all the ports that claim not to have seen us. The rulers in the colonies who claim not to know us were our sympathizers. The Great Pirate Revolt never ended. We just retreated and hid within the Federation system with millions of sympathizers. Or we were like a big treasure ship cruising through space, paying good money to keep the ports we served quiet, tweaking the signals of the entire fleet so the outposts in the colonies wouldn't recognize us, and we looked like legitimate merchant ships. Thank God. Done. Okay, so my intelligence is 35, my pilotage is 25, weapons skills are 20, willpower is 25, communication is 30, power is 20, technology is 25. My reputation is pretty neutral. I'll be honest, this sounds like a very neutral character. Well spread out skills. Didn't really focus too hard on anything. So I guess these are skills you could get. But I don't have all of the requirements yet. Okay.
Captain.
Interesting. Kind of reminds me of the Sorting Hat, but it's a little much. Just saying. All right, the FIS command has requested our immediate assistance. The Father is the only warship that can repel the attack on headquarters. We lack equipment and crew, but we can repel this attack with the ship capabilities. FIS has allocated 10,000 credits to equip the ship using our contacts once we reach Mars orbit. FIS headquarters is on Mars is under heavy attack, so they likely won't be able to provide us with equipment and crew support. So we need to get to Mars. Okay. Engine systems check, navigation systems check. Ready to jump into hyperspace. Okay.
We've received another distress call, Captain.
Good, but we are
Heading to 085.
at Mars right now.
Arrow cleared up.
How do I scan? I guess I do you. You need to launch.
Neural interface normalized.
Father, they are behind me. Who gave these robots those weapons? They are lethal. Robots have no mercy, gentlemen.
Okay.
Back. 6. Foxtrot uniform. 9. Blazing target line magnetic with a run-in restriction of 090 plus or minus 10.
Yeah.
initialized.
Yeah, me either.
25 binary. Yeah, bye. Northwest, 950 meters. Copy 127.
Am I done? No, there's one more red coming. There it is.
I see a row of 3 tanks oriented roughly northwest to southeast. It currently looks like my targeting pod is sitting on the southeasternmost tank. Can I arch it? Good evening, that's Nefus 411. In this house above, good one. Number 1 in, heading to 085. Arrow cleared up. Cleared out, 25 to the 110, inbound, read out, information name and finish 1017.
Like, this is the last ship.
Ready to copy your game plan.
Forget how I move.
Captain, the repair work on the father has begun.
Copy that.
Fast neural interface initialized. Neural interface normalized. Fast neural interface initialized. Neural interface normalized.
Yeah. It needs some more work. I'm trying to at least finish this battle. I'm down to one ship. And I can't get my big ship to move. So I pretty much have to wait till it comes in range.
Fast neural interface initialized. Neural interface normalized. Fast neural interface normalized. Fast neural interface normalized.
I'm pretty cool what we're doing here.
Radio check.
Fast neural interface neural interface normalized.
One, I see a row of 3 tanks oriented roughly northwest to southeast. It currently looks like my targeting pod is sitting on the southeasternmost tank. Good eye, Archer. Good evening, that's left for Sturm. In this house above, good one. Number 1 in, heading to
Okay.
in hot, heading to 085. Arrow cleared.
So they said it was going to be a complex game. They were right. And an hour into it, I don't understand what the hell is going on. What I read of the how to control it isn't working. And basically, either the game is too complicated for me to figure out, or it's not ready to launch. And I'm not entirely sure which one it is. But I'm gonna rate this one a 3 out of 10. Generally, I like complicated simulations, so like this should have been up my alley, but I don't like just, shoot 'em, kill 'em so much. But my main problem with those is I don't like gory stuff. And this isn't a gory one, so I don't know. I think it has potential, but I don't think it's there yet. So I'm going to leave it at a 3 out of 10. And I reserve the right to come back and reevaluate once they officially launch and do some more updates. Maybe it'll get better. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Hope you liked it. Or didn't. I don't know. It is available on Steam. And I believe it is launching July 25th. So it'll be available then. Bye, guys.